Hey guys, it's Stuart here with another episode of If I Were A, and today we are going to look at a cake maker or custom cake makers. I guess you'd call them bakers. Anyway, so in today's episode, we are going to have a look at if I were marketing a cake making or custom cake making business, what would I do? So first and foremost, as always, you need to produce content, and the great thing is that people eat with their eyes. So you need a camera, you need some batter, I guess, or some cake mix, and then time. So what I would be doing first and foremost is showing people through the process of what you do. So how do you make the 8 different styles of cake that you can provide? How do you cover the cake? How do you decorate the cake? How do you come up with your ideas for it? What about the flowers? Are they real? Can you eat them? And literally just break down what you do and how you do it and show it to people. People are really interested, obviously, as we always talk about on this show, in either being educated or entertained. I don't know how to make a cake. I don't think I could make a cake even following simple instructions, but a lot of people probably could. And to be brutally honest, those are the people that probably won't be customers anyway, but they also may. So the thing that you're doing with your service-based business is saving people time. So I'd be showing them what you do and breaking it down so that they get entertained and they certainly get educated about the processes and procedures involved in coming up with some of those amazing cakes that we see at weddings or at birthday parties or at kids' birthday parties. The other thing that I would do is, as a business, you're really saving people time. Aside of the creative aspect and obviously the taste aspect of what you do, a lot of people now don't have time to create these amazing cakes that they see on people's Facebook pages and Instagram pages and things like that. So one thing that I would definitely be looking at doing if you were looking to create or get into a niche market and you had a little bit of money to spend is I would use LinkedIn. And it sounds a little bit silly, but bear with me here. If you on LinkedIn, the targeting capabilities of LinkedIn are fantastic. So if you in your mind think about people who are generally time poor, and who have disposable income, you're generally going to be looking for executives or people in high time intensive, long hour jobs. So let's take, say, a lawyer, the first one that comes to mind of somebody who spends a lot of time in the office. They still have birthdays, they still have kids, they still have all those things that we celebrate with cakes. And you can target them with an ad and also with content about how you save time and what you do. And equally with LinkedIn's flattening in terms of the type of content on it, business people will find it interesting if you can keep the content short and punchy to watch what you do. So LinkedIn is checked mainly throughout the day. Most people don't want to look at LinkedIn of an evening. I say most, it's a generalization, but the audience on LinkedIn is generally on LinkedIn, for mainly during the day. It's not your downtime tool like a Facebook or a YouTube. So a lot of them are going to be on LinkedIn during their lunch break. So if you can make the content short and punchy but engaging, then you will get people watching. And again, those are the types of customers that you want to attract where they have the disposable income but not the disposable time to make cakes for their kids' birthday parties, etc., etc. The other thing that you would want to do as well, and it's not sexist, it's just true, is that a lot of the time you'd probably want to target a male audience. I know myself, if I was left to cater for my kids' birthday parties or for my wife's birthday party, that I would be 100% buying a cake. There is no chance I would risk poisoning people with what I would create. So again, you can target a specific market and advertise your services. And again, with the content that you produce, provided that it's creative and that it's interesting, you will generate leads for your business. Obviously, the other thing that is really appealing is some really high quality, high resolution images of cakes that you have created. I would be doing that and using them on Instagram and on Facebook to pump up the visual appeal of your business by showing people who eat with their eyes what it is that you can create. It's really important as well, if you can, to get some customer testimonials for use in your social media campaigns. And the way that I would do that as well is not to get Google reviews, albeit Google reviews are obviously a great thing that customers will leave them anyhow. But what you want is effectively an unsolicited feedback. So encourage people, maybe in the way you deliver the cake, to take a photo of your cake at their reception or at their party and to post it on your Facebook page. So that way you're going to get a lot of free content from customers actually using your products. And that is a genuine way for potential new customers to see that your product is obviously good enough for people to enjoy it and to help them celebrate whatever it is they are celebrating. So there's just a few tips from us on what we would do if we were a baker or a local cake maker. If you've got an industry or a business that you would like us to cover, send me an email, Stuart, Stuart, at fergusongroupmedia.com, and I'm more than happy to put together an episode covering your industry or specific business. Thanks for your time.